Hi everyone, welcome to another video. So this is going to be another first impression video on the Revlon PhotoReady Airbrush foundation. So this was sent to me by an online shop. I'll be putting their link in the information box, and I just want to do a first impression video on it and see, how much I like it or don't like it. So we're just gonna open up this bottle. This is in the shade of 050, which is in medium beige, and I think that is my shade. So I've seen this at department stores and Watsons, and I've tried it on the back of my hand. And this is basically a mousse foundation. It comes in a pump like this. And when I tried it at the Revlon counter, one thing I noticed is that it's very hard to control how much you pump out of this. Now I'm just going to be taking my Sigma F80 brush to apply this foundation with on my face. Ooh. I can already tell that it's very thick in consistency. Very thick. Now let's just try it on my face. I don't have any concealer on. I just put on my moisturizer. I can't describe the smell. I don't know. I don't really like it. It smells very strong. Now we have done the right side of the face, and as you can see, it has covered up like all the redness and all the blemishes going on my right side. I do have one zit right here, but it was covered up a bit. It doesn't feel too thick on the face, but it does feel like I had foundation on, so that is one thing that I noticed. Now coverage wise, I think this foundation gives like medium coverage, because without concealer it was already able to like conceal my dark circles, my red spots and acne on this side of the face. Now we're going to put on a second layer just to see how much more coverage it can give on the right side of my face. Now that we have two layers on the right side of my face, as you can see, it is much more flawless looking, and I really like it. It has covered up my zit right there. So the left side of my face doesn't have any foundation on, and while the right side has like two layers of foundation on. Now we're going to even out my skin and put on the foundation on the left side. So this is how my face looks like with two layers of foundation on, and I just noticed that this shade is not for me. It is way too dark. I think medium beige is way too dark for me. As you can see, it doesn't match my neck, and I look like a shade lighter would do. But let's see how this would work, like how the color would show up if I set it with powder. So I'm going to be using my Me Flawless Loose Powder from Me and my Mrs. Bunny powder brush. So this is how my face looks like with all the loose powder on, and as you can see and as you can tell, it is more flawless looking. And you can tell that the shade matches my skin more now than it did a while ago, because a while ago it just looked like very dark, but after applying the powder it looks much better. I really like it. So I'm going to be doing updates for you guys throughout the day. So it is currently 1:03 p.m. and I'm going to be checking on you when I get to school. Hi everyone, so it is now 2:05 and 1 hour has passed since I last applied my PhotoReady Airbrush foundation, and as you can see, I noticed a bit of oiliness on my T-zone. It is now 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and it has been 3 hours since I last applied my PhotoReady Airbrush foundation, and as you can see, my face looks a bit dewy to the point that it looks oily. So aside from my face looking dewy to the point that it is oily, it also feels oily. Hi everyone, so it's now 5 p.m. and I'm now here in school, and it's such a humid day. I had to lock my face. Hi everyone, so it is now 8 p.m. and I just literally got home from school and I commuted. So this is going to be my final update about the airbrush foundation from Revlon PhotoReady. So as you can see, my face is an oily mess. I don't really recommend this foundation to be used all throughout the day. Today I retouched a couple of times just to get rid of the shine on my face. So I really don't like that about the Airbrush foundation. It has been 7 hours since I last applied, and as you can see, everything is like shiny and oily all over the place. I also experienced like melting makeup. Like when I got in school a while ago, my face makeup was like all running. Not running, but it was melting. So I just really had to like, you know, retouch in school. So if you have oily skin, you might want to take this in consideration, because I have dry skin and this is what it did to my face. So it might be worse for you, but then again, it is not always the same, because not all skin types are the same and not all people have the same reaction to like the foundation, so I wouldn't really know. If you want any information about where I got this, or the brushes, or the face powder, just go to the information box. I'll be putting all the information down there for you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video.